I don't care how high he gets, nor do I care how much cooch he trying to stand up in. Midnight is gonna always put Madam first. But this loyalty might just turn into a prison sentence. Midnight may end up cracking under pressure. He might just snap, and I'm gonna tell you why. Now, we've watched Midnight rise to one of the most trusted, the most loyal men in Madam's camp. He's never wavered, not once. He's been her protector, her confidant, and her peace of mind. I mean, to some degree. But in episode number 10, they threw us a monkey wrench right into the foundation, and it came in the form of Renee. Renee didn't just sleep with Midnight, she recorded it. And if the season trailer is any clue, any indication, that orange jumpsuit that we saw Midnight wearing in the county jail, that's not just for show. It's the result of her calculated moves, her trap, and her setup. And the question is, how far can his loyalty stretch before it snaps? Midnight is that rare character who doesn't chase clout. He doesn't need validation, and he doesn't flinch under pressure. In a world where men try to manipulate Madam for power, Midnight just shows up, right? And he really don't ask too many questions. He never tried to overthrow Madam, never crossed the line. He doesn't take advantage of her trust, right? And that makes him dangerous to people like Renee and Detective Davis. And in Madam's world, loyalty like that, it comes with a target. And Renee just didn't sleep with Midnight. She's gonna weaponize it. And she's gonna use that footage not out of justice or necessity, but out of spite. Because we know that Midnight is not gonna really give her what she wants, which is a relationship. This is about power, control. And when she realizes that Midnight isn't someone that she can manipulate with sex, love, or money, she's gonna flip the script. Now, she plays dirty, right? We know this. And Midnight is about to pay the price for not complying. We already know what's gonna happen because we've seen that orange jumpsuit, and that was placed in the trailer on purpose, right? It's a visual cue, a warning. And we've already seen how Detective Davis is handling trouble. And this is chilling, right? Is Midnight being lined up, set up for the same fate? Now, would Detective Davis do him the same way, knowing how close Midnight is to Madam? Absolutely she will. Because one thing that Detective Davis wants more than justice is power over Madam. And taking her most loyal soldier off the board is the quickest way to break her from the inside. And from a technical standpoint, let's be honest here. The storyline is giving paint by numbers drama, right? We saw Renee slinking around with that smirk on her face. We saw Midnight hesitating. We saw the trailer, and now it's almost too easy to connect the dots. There is no mystery here. And this is where the writers be slipping. But shh, you didn't hear that from me. No, but honestly, if we can see the setup before it actually happens, then where's the real tension? I don't know, it may have been a little bit stronger to mislead the audience a little bit. I don't know, make us think that Renee is something other than what she really is, or maybe throw in a second twist. But instead, we get the woman scorn, set the man up for prison storyline, right? That's been recycled since season 1 of every show ever made. What makes it still work, though, is the emotional investment that we have in Midnight. That's what's keeping us glued to the screen, okay? Midnight has always played by the code. You don't betray Madam, period. You don't double-cross your crew. You stay 10 toes down even when it gets ugly. But what happens when the people that you're loyal to can't protect you? Madam is on trial. So what's gonna really happen when Renee sends this tape to the police? He's going to jail. Period. Davis is going to use this to lock him up. And from what we've seen so far, even after all of this, Midnight still might not break. Do y'all think he'll sit in jail long term for Madam like that? Because Davis is certainly going to offer him a deal. How deep does his loyalty run? Because when you're sitting in that cold jail cell, this is when it gets real, right? What if Midnight stops playing by the code? I mean, we saw him walking in the trailer with the police officer, and he looked well composed, right? But he's not made of stone. And serving a little federal time has its way of pulling the trigger on men who want to protect people that do wrong. If loyalty gets you arrested, betrayed, manipulated, and abandoned, then maybe loyalty isn't the virtue that we think it is. Maybe Midnight and everybody else need to start putting themselves first instead of Madam. Is Midnight about to get the same treatment that Trouble got? Will he get the deal as well? Is Renee really bitter, or is she working for someone else? And most importantly, if Midnight does snap, do Do you think he's still gonna protect Madam or finally protect himself? I don't know. It's really kind of hard to tell. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You know I'd appreciate it. And if you're a fan of All the Queen's Men like I am, then go ahead and sub to this channel for more videos just like this one. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, you guys, on Ruthless TV. And I'm gonna see you on the next one. And wait. Before we go, look at this picture, right? If Christian Keys was firing someone for smoking or being inebriated and drunk and high on set, and if he's talking about midnight, now this is hypothetically speaking, okay? So I don't want to hear in the comments about, oh, I don't want to hear. Just shut up. I said hypothetically. If this is a person that he's talking about, they letting him smoke. Look at this photo. He's got the head wrinkles, the beady eyes, you know, the lips, everything coincides with a real smoker, right? He's smoking on set. If he ain't smoking weed, what is it? Like, what is he inhaling like that? That's not healthy.